What's up, everybody? This is Batsman's Classic Cars and Comics, and today's theme is I'm probably just going to do variants. Okay, we're going to look at some color variants, if you will, and some Mark Jewelers variants, and then I'm going to save a little bit of stuff for other videos as well, some other key books and whatnot that I've picked up. But we'll be talking primarily about variants. So, see this right here is very faint, but it is an asterisk or a star right there on that D. Okay, Batsman, what the heck does that mean? That, my friends, is usually, if not always, going to mean that you've got you a special copy of a comic book. They're usually sold at, they were sold at AAFES stores or Stars and Stripes bookstores. These were sold on military bases or right near military bases, and this is your Mark Jeweler variant. Okay, so y'all can sort of see that right there. That's another great indication of what you're looking for. You can see that, just that faint sliver of Wizard of Oz green right there. One of these Mark Jeweler variants. So you see the Mark Jewelers 9041 West Pico Boulevard, Los Angeles, California 90035, and there's also the back right there. Okay, so like I showed you in the flashback, this little indication right here, that little star or asterisk or whatever you want to call it, that is usually a telltale sign for getting a Mark Jewelers variant. This is Thor 268. I'm going to try something new to where I sort of flipping over to another screen and just sort of giving you a rundown on what was going on in this comic. This is coming from mycomicshop.com. This is another one of those Mark Jeweler variants. This is 269. Really sort of a cool looking cover. Really cool cover. I mean, we've got Iron Man and Thor and Nick Fury and Scarlet Witch and Vision and Beast. Just a lot of really cool and very vibrant colors. But this is 271. Again, we can look up here and see that asterisk or that star. This is Brave and the Bold 140. There was a bad cut on all these, so you'll be able to tell. Let me show you that. See that right there? You can't even really see what number it is. It's like a 1 and a 4, and it could be a 0 or an 8, but it's 140. There was a bad cut on most of these books that are these Brave and the Bold 140. I don't know if it was just rampant during that time or what, but I've seen other books that have that same cut, so this book has not been trimmed. The next book we have is Brave and the Bold 145. There is no asterisk on here, or at least not one that I can see, and these are not perfect copies by any means, but they're rare. They're not, I would say rare. They're not easy to find. Most definitely not easy to find out in the wild. I've been comic book hunting for many years now, and this is one of the 11 books I've got, and I bought 10 books, and I bought 9 of them that I'm going to show you in this video. Actually, you're getting to see all 10, but 9 new books. You know what I mean. Another Brave and the Bold. This is 146. I do not see an asterisk on this either, but I do see just Germans. And then you could be a winner in the second Superman movie contest as well. Next, we've got Batman 297. Really cool purple cover. Not near enough purple covers, but this is Mad Hatter. He's squaring off with him. You can see the good, the bad, and the ugly up there. Maybe a navyman, a fireman, a chef, Boyardee. Oui, oui, Jean-Claude, the 3 Musketeers. And then this guy with the torch down here. Next, we have Batman 304. Obviously another Mark Jewelers variant, but no star on there, or at least not one that I can see. Next is Batman 314. There is a little asterisk right up there. So sort of a cool, you know, later Batman Two-Face cover. So he's flipping the coin right there to see if he's gonna live or die, and he's pretty much saying that you're gonna die. So just another one of these rare Mark Jeweler variants that I got all in one shot. Really, the 10 I have, I'll get them all from the same guy. Okay, now this is not a Mark Jeweler variant, but if you pick up this book, it's just a sort of a cool looking Two-Face cover. If you pick up this book, you need to open it and make sure there's an insert in there. I will open this book real quick and show you what insert I'm talking about. Okay, this is the insert. It's a mask comic book in here, and if it's not in the book is incomplete. It's going to be like the Spider-Man book with the, you know, your tattoos and stuff in there. If the insert's not in there, it's incomplete. I believe I'm 100% correct on that. If I'm not, sorry. These toys were the coolest freaking toys, man. I love these toys. So awesome, man. Love masks.
Mask, where illusion is the ultimate weapon.
Convert Switchblade to jet mode. Surprise, Matt Tracker. It's mayhem. Battle station.
Look at this, where you can get all the some of the toys and sleeping bag and a tent type deal. Yes, sir. Obviously, not a variant, but a really cool Neil Adams cover. I have this original cover, and that's Batman number 8. I have this cover that's back in behind him. That's the first appearance of Alfred. And Batman number 1, Batman number 31, and I think I've got this cover as well. But anyways, really cool cover. The colors really pop on this, and then that subdued, just sort of purplish pink background just really sort of helps Batman and Robin just sort of jump off the page at you. I mean, they just sort of boom right into your face, mother trucker. Next book. I've had this book, or excuse me, I have another copy of this book. This book really heated up at one point, and then it just sort of, I don't know. I mean, it's still a decent book to own, and this one's not a perfect copy, but it's pretty nice. I'm sitting here looking at it right now. It would grade out pretty high, I would think. Maybe you know, in the 8s, low 9s. But this is Shazam number 1. Whenever he come back, you know. But just a really cool book. And I bought all these books that I'm fixing to show you. I bought them in one lot. So the Batman 200, the Shazam number 1. If you're seeing any lines there, it's a line on the this protective case. But really cool, Shazam number 1. Okay, I've discussed this book in a previous video, and I will show you this, so I can sort of link it back to variants, if you will. I'm going to flash back to a video of where I bought the 3rd print of this book, and I saw this book, and I don't have a copy of this, and I was like, you know, it's you can see it. I don't know if you can see it right there. It's the 3rd print. Who the heck would want the 3rd print? And then I went home or went back to the hotel, and I just started searching it. Well, as it turns out, the 3rd print is probably one of the most rare versions of it. So I was there at the store at the moment it opened up on the next day, and picked it up for 20 bucks. But that was the 3rd print, and this is the actual 1st print. This is the very first appearance of Bane. So now I have the 1st and the 3rd print. I do not have the 2nd print. I don't know if I'll go back in and get a 2nd print, but at least I have it. I need to get, you know, a signed copy of this book. Maybe a Graham Nolan signature or Chuck Dixon. But it should be sort of a cool book to have signed and displayed on my wall. But yep, Vengeance of Bane. Also his first cover, first appearance. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 books now to show you another book. I have multiple copies of this book, but I'm just going to show you 3 books that I bought in this and 2 that are the same. I think I've got like 4 copies of this book. It's one of those books that I just sort of buy it every time I see it, because why not? I think the Sandman's also getting a TV show or a movie or something like that. I don't know that it's this iteration of Sandman, but Sandman's getting a movie, TV show, or something like that. But anyway, this Sandman #1, this is just a regular, run-of-the-mill Sandman #1. Here is, so I'm not duping you here. This is the other copy that come with it. This is Sandman #1. Shocker here, Sandman #1. And now for the real shocker, though, for something that you don't see every day. It is. I just bumped that thing out of the way. Hey, it's Sandman #1. But wait, is there something different about this Sandman? Let me get all 3 books. Let me get all 3 books standing side by side, and let's take a closer look. Okay, I'm hoping that this video is picking this up accurately enough. But can you see the difference in the 3 books? I really hope you're able to. The difference is the color. This is purple, and these 2 are blue. Pick up these books. I still think these are great books, man. This is Simon and Kirby. But if you can find this purple variant, you need to pick that up 10 out of 10 times. This is a rare book. It's just a color printer error, but it is a book that I think it's a good investment. You're not going to go wrong buying this book. The blue variants, or the blue ones, hey, just be glad you got one. Sort of a cool cover. But this purple one, I really can't stress to you enough. You need to pick up these purple books. Really, really cool. And you'll make me look smarter if you do. I don't really care what you do. If you don't buy them, I'll buy one and have fun with it. But really, just a cool overall book. I've been sort of passively hunting this for a while and finally found one. Use a little light right here to see if, can you see that purple in there? Blue, purple, blue, purple, blue, purple, blue. So if you can find one of these books, pick it up. I crap you not. This is a good book to have. For all those books I just showed you, there was a couple other spares I'm going to work into another video, but the Batman 200, the Shazam 1, the Vengeance of Bane first print, and these 3 books with this purple book, I spent $90 for all those. For all those variants, the Mark Jewelers variants, I think I bought 10 of those books. I spent right around $6 a piece for those. The books themselves are not really valuable if they're just a regular old run-of-the-mill copy. But if you get that Mark Jewelers variant, that's where some of the money and rarity is. So anyways, I've got another video coming up, comic books, and I've added to my Batman wall, folks. Yeah. But we will talk about that in an upcoming video. Ta-ta.